We're going to do what first?
Add 5.
Root x is equal to what? 3. How to get rid of that square root? Take the square of both hand side. Index and exponent cancels out. There's only x stays. 3 squared is equal to? That's equals 9.
Bless you.
In this question, we're going to add 2 both hand side. Cancels out. 3 root x is equal to 15. And then, Jose said, we're going to divide by 3 both hand side because this is multiplication, okay? We're going to divide both hand side by 3. Root x is equal to 5. As you know, next step is get rid of that. We're taking the square of it because index is 2. Okay? What if I would have get something like this? What should I do here? What am I supposed to do here? How to get rid of that radical sign here? Take the square. No. Take the
Simplified form.
Think about it. I was taking square of it because index was 2 here.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yes.
Over 4?
Yes.
That's 1 over 2.
I'm going to take the what power? 4th power, right? Because I want them to cancel out. Same logic. X equal to 5 to the power of 4, which is 625. Right, 625. Okay. Now, this is why I am taking the square of it. That's why I'm taking the square of it. Because index is 2. X is equal to 25. Okay, let's do this one. Alejandro, tell me what should I do on this one? Next question. Subtract what? Cancels out. Root b is equal to? What is b is equal to? 10 squared? 100. Perfect. That's right. We're going to square both hand side because there is square root. Whenever you see radical sign, your goal is getting rid of that radical sign. Take square of both hand side. Y plus 1 squared. What was the shortcut? Excellent. That's right. Remember, how did he tell that fast? Take the first term square right here. Take the second term square. 1 square is equal to 1. Multiply first and second term. Y times 1 is equal to y times 2. 2y. Fast. And then it's going to be equal what? What's happened to square root? It's gone, right? So because we took the square of that. So next step. What is next step going to be? Go backward. Do the backward. No. Now we're going to factor this one. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. If I have this one, if I get this quadratic expression in a standard form, I'll be able to factor it. So ax squared plus bx plus c should be equal to 0. So what makes here 0? Excellent. We're going to do that to both hand sides. Okay? So y squared, tell me, plus, yes, is equal to 4y cancels out, 28 cancel out. That was the goal, making that equal 0. Now we're going to factor this out. Go ahead. What are the factors of this? Yes. What are the factors of 27? 9 and 3, right? And negative 3? That's right, because 9 times negative 3 is equal to negative 27, right? Are you all on task? Is it making sense?
Yes.
9 times negative 3, negative 27. 9 minus 3 is equal to positive 6. When you're adding that, two numbers has to give you this number, which is b. 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. That's cool. And then 9 times negative 3 is equal to negative 27. That's correct. So those are the right numbers. After then, we write straight across, right? We're going to write those straight across. Y plus 9 equals 0. And tell me another equation. So y is equal to positive 3 and negative 9. After that we should make sure are those satisfying the original expression. We need to put them back here and then check is it going to be correct or not. Let's try the first one. Y is equal to negative 9. So y is equal to negative 9. Plug in here. Let me write that down here. Y plus 1. I'm writing the original question, the first expression. Y is equal to negative 9. Negative 9 plus 1 is equal to negative 8 is equal to square root something else. I don't care, whatever is that, because square root is equal to negative number. There's something wrong, right? It's impossible. Remember the square root function. Did you remember square root function? It's in your first page of your binder. The parent function of square root. So square root functions cannot be negative. Okay, what we got here, negative. So that means this is an extraneous solution. This is not the correct. Doesn't satisfy. So this is not the solution. Let's check the other one. Y is equal to 3. Let's put it in here. 4. 3 times negative 4 is equal to plus 28 should be equal to 16, right? Because root 16 is equal to 4. Let's double check that. 26 minus 12 is equal to root 16. So root 16 is equal to 4. So this is correct. This is the right answer. Make sense? All right, look at those 3 questions here. Look at those 3 questions here. Negative 3 times a square root expression is equal to 6. So negative 3 times inverse operation of multiplication is division. So I'm solving B here. So negative 3, I emphasize this sign here, is equal to x plus 2 is equal to 6, right? Since it's multiplication, I should divide both hand side by. So what did I get? Negative 2. Is that possible?
Yeah, I mean, you got a square.
Come on, guys. How come it's possible?
Not possible. It isn't possible.
Root x plus 2. Root whatever is that. Root whatever is that equal negative 2. Is that possible? No, it's not a real number. There's no solution. No real solution. Make sense? It's negative. B. There's no solution. Yes. D. Look at D. Let's do mental math. X times root 4x. Divide both hand side by x, right? So root 4x is equal to negative something. Negative 1 over x. Square root cannot be equal to negative. No solution. Look at the last example. I think we should work on that. Let me write it down, make a room for it. Let's start working on that. 4 times root negative x. I'm going to add x in order to get rid of that and subtract 1. So let me not skip any steps. Okay, I'm going to add x and subtract 1 and see what I'm going to get here to both hand sides. So 4 root negative x, they will cancel out, is equal to x minus 1. Divide both hand sides by 4. Root x is equal to x minus 1 over 4. So what do you think? We won't get anywhere because what do you see here? Root is negative also. Square root is negative. So that means there is no solution either. In this question, we're going to solve for d. In other words, what is d? D equals question mark. So k is equal to 8. The sign is important here. Times root d. Inverse operation of multiplication is, right, divide by 8, cancels out. Square root of d is equal to k over 8. How to get rid of that square root? Take the square of both hand sides. So in this case, there's 2, cancels out. D is equal to k squared over 8, right? K squared over 8, right? No, so what is that? K squared over? K squared over?
Over 8.
Good job.